In the previous episode, we introduced the model of the intuitive compass. In this episode, we'll discuss how the intuitive compass works and how it can help you innovate. Reason. We've all been taught to think that reason is our highest form of intelligence. That's how we've, graduated school. That's how we make progress in society. That's how we're selected to get jobs. But actually, in 2004 and 2005, neuroscience has proved, that's research conducted by the MIT Picower Foundation for Learning and Memory, that our instincts are heavily involved with our most sophisticated decision-making processes. In other words, instinct is responsible for our smart decisions. There's enormous intelligence in instinct. So the thing is not to oppose reason and logic to instinct, but much more to establish a dynamic relationship between the two. All right, the other thing that's really important to get is that in business, we're very focused on getting things done. We're really motivated to get results. But you all know the Buddhist saying that goes, well, it's really not about the destination, it's about the journey. And why is that? Because if you only focus on the destination, then you miss out on the journey. And if you miss out on the journey, you really don't see new things. You don't discover new ideas, new elements. So in business, at a time when we really want a lot of creativity and a lot of innovation in our organizations, we need to allow play. We need to allow the playful aspect of the journey. We need to allow people to go through the creative process of discovering new things in order to come up with new business solutions and innovate in ways that are powerful and helping organizations win market shares. So again, it's not about opposing the very result-oriented managerial approach to a much looser, playful approach to creativity, but it's about intertwining both and establishing a dynamic relationship between those two attitudes. So once you've established this, here is a compass. In the north, reason, think of the brain in the top of the head, and instinct, our guts, in the lower part of our belly. In the south. On the east side, where the sun rises, which brings clarity, we can read results of our actions. On the west side, where the sun sets, we lose clarity, we enter the unknown of the creative process. That gives you 4 quadrants. In the northeast quadrant, it's all about applying reason to get results. It's typically administration, optimizing the processes, streamlining any situation and project to get the most efficient results. In the southeast corner, it's instinct applied to results. It's typically your sales guy mentality. Get them out of the door, they will come back to the window. In the northwest, it's applying logic and reason to a creative process of thought. That's typically your strategic planner, your marketer, okay, the people who come up with vision and strong ideas. In the southwest corner, it's about applying instinct to a creative process. That's typically your creator, your inventor, your entrepreneur, whether they are artists, whether they are scientists. Nothing ever of depth gets created without moving through that southwest quadrant. This is the quadrant of our creative genius, and it's the hardest to manage because it follows unconscious processes of the mind and the chaotic aspect of play. So the whole challenge is, how do I foster a culture of the southwest quadrant in an organization that at the same time needs processes, structures, guidelines for efficiency, and of course delivering results all the time. So now that we've seen how the intuitive compass works, look for the next episode because we'll show you how it applies to business with real life examples.